Hello everyone and welcome back to Simulated TC here at Brands Hatch for race number 2 of the 4th event of the season. We are here at the Brands Hatch Indy circuit for the shortest circuit of the season, and in race number 1 it proved to be very interesting. If you did miss that race, do make sure to go back and have a look at that, because not to spoil too much, it was a race that went all the way to the finish. It was a thriller, and hopefully we see something similar here today with a very mixed up field with 10 drivers starting on the soft tyres, but them really mixed out throughout the middle and then rear of the field. It means we should have another race that will be very hard to predict indeed. So let's head down to the starting grid to see how they line up for race number 2 here at Brands Hatch. At the rear of the field then, we have Charlie Goodrick in the Renault, one of our winners at Lago Maggiore. He'll be starting this race on the soft compound tyres. Ahead of him on the grid, it will be Adrian Tishy, the championship leader still, coming into this event, but he's starting 18th on the grid with the medium tyres, although he has yet to use his softs in this event. Ahead of him, it is Dimitri Sotirakis, the only Greek driver in the field, driving the Mercedes. Ahead of him, it is then Morgan Hitchings, both of those two on soft compound tyres. Same is the case for Jackson Turner, just ahead of them in 15th place, and the same is the case for the two brothers that are lining up on row number 7. It's Seb Mills in 14th on the softs for Peugeot, and then Jonathan Mills in the second of the Hondas on the field. He will line up in 13th place on the soft compound tyres as well. Then just ahead of them we have the only BMW in the field and the only Finnish driver in the field in Elmarie Salo, who lines up 12th on the medium tyres, saving his soft to race free. But Scott Sandever, one of our championship contenders early in this season, the only man with more than one win so far this season, he lines up in 11th on softs, just inside the top 10. Then we have Adam Richardson, the reigning champion, he's on the medium tyres. Then it is Dylan Varstenberg, he is on the hard tyres for this race, one of very few drivers on the hards for this one. Ahead of him, it is Preston Brennan in the Tesla with soft compound tyres. The same is the case for Leo Bonnet in the Alfa Romeo, and is also the same for Jordan Fingal in the lead Tesla here. Two Teslas starting inside the top 8 on the grid, both on soft tyres. Ahead of them, it is Ben Driscoll in the Genesis. He's on the hard tyres, having used his soft in race 1. The same is the case for all of the drivers in the top 5. They will use their soft in race number 1. Ahead of Ben, it is Tyler Davison. He is on the medium compound tyres. Ian Henwood is on hards in 3rd place. And starting in 2nd place, just like in race number 1, it's Liam Jones there on their medium tyres. And Aston Lewis started on pole in race 1, had to fight for it, but he starts on pole again here today on the medium tyres as well. Both of those drivers looking to try and hold on to as much track position as they can, whilst the soft tyre runners come charging through. The do not qualifiers for this one are Albert Asante, Matthew Lilly, Thomas Pierpont, Andre Jamil, Adam Liu, Carlo Durante, and Lewis Francis. The cars are on the grid then, and the revs begin to rise as the 5 red lights come on. We are racing here in Brands Hatch, and it's a flying start from Liam Jones and Ian Henwood there, immediately into 2nd position. Jordan Fingal on those softs as Charles Truan up into 3rd place already. Leo Bonnet as well on those soft compound tyres, making lots of positions here at the start, and actually that's Bonnet looking to the outside as we already head up into Druids for the first time here today. It's Jones leading Henwood with them side by side. Two soft runners here battling over 3rd position. It's Fingal on the inside. That'll become the outside for the next corner, as that's Leo Bonnet now looking to the inside. He's going to get Henwood as well now. He dives down the inside on Graham Hill Bend, and he's up into 2nd position as they head up towards Surtees now. It is Bonnet who's making the moves on lap number 1. Next up ahead of him, it is Liam Jones as they head up through Surtees and into McLaren. They're side by side as well, and that's Jordan Fingal behind. He's getting that position on Henwood now as well, as he wants to keep himself within sight of Leo Bonnet here and Liam Jones, the top 2 side by side off of the Clark curve, and it's wheel to wheel as we come to the end of lap number 1 of 15 here. It's quick action around this circuit, and it does not disappoint, as at the end of lap number 1, it'll be Leo Bonnet in Alfa Romeo that leads the lap. Behind him, Jordan Fingal looking to make the move into turn number 1. He's down the inside of Liam Jones. He's going to get the move done nice and easily there for the Tesla driver. Up into 2nd position now. He's got a clear bit of road between him and the race leader. Those two could well be our contenders for victory here today, as Sandever meanwhile in the background looking to try and make a position as well on Ian Henwood. Down the inside goes one of our championship contenders, Scott Sandever, in the number 93 Genesis. Makes the move up into 4th position here. He's the only man with more than one win so far this season. Could he be going for a 3rd already? In what is only the 11th race of the season, season so far. Preston Brennan now on the second of the Teslas. Hasn't had quite as good of a start as his teammate, but he's making the progress now as he gets past Ian Henwood up into 5th position now. That is good for the Tesla driver. The bright yellow car, you cannot miss it on this racetrack. Ahead of him, though, Sandever in the Genesis, looking to try and make a pass here on the Subaru of Liam Jones there as they come off the Clark curve once more. It's going to be a fight down towards Paddock Hill Bend. As you see, Scott Sandever in that Genesis. The Genesis, not the strongest on top-end speed, but neither is the Subaru. Both of these cars will be just having a straight fight as they head into turn number 1. But soft tires on Sandever's car is going to give him the grip advantage, but he's not able to get to the inside there. Not quite able to find room. Jones doing a good job of defending through turn number 1. That's going to give Preston Brennan the chance now to attack the Genesis as they head up into Druids for the 3rd time here today. Brennan's looking to the inside, not quite going to get the overlap he needs, though, as they head through the corner. It is Liam Jones, for now at least, that holds on to that final spot on the podium. As throughout the rest of the field, battling all over the place here. Throughout all the way down to the very back of the field. That's Jonathan Mills in 9th, 10th. There's Tyler Davison, Dimitri Sotarakis making his way through the field here from very close to the back. Side by side with Jackson Turner there in the Honda. Lots of drivers on softs having to make progress forward in this one and having a limited time to do just that here as the battle is still raging on for 3rd position at the moment. Brennan now having another look to the inside of Scott Sandever as they head through into the Clark curve. It's wheel to wheel here for 4th position, but crucially this could be a chance at a podium. Liam Jones on those medium tyres will not have the grip in the long run to fight these drivers behind him, but as long as he can just park his car in the middle of the road, it seems like there's not much they can do as they head into turn 1 once again. Paddock Hill Bend, the drop through the first corner is a challenge for all of these drivers as Sandever's going to go to the outside there and swing it around and get up into 3rd position there. Brilliant move from Sandever. He gets it done as they head into Druids again. It's a lovely bit of racing there from Scott Sandever up into 3rd position, and that will do a lot of good for his championship hopes this season. It's only the 4th event of the season of 10, and wow, already these drivers are starting to set themselves apart there as that's all over the grass and to the inside of the track. Adam Richardson, the reigning champ, they're all out of shape heading into Druids there. Big incident for him. Looks like he avoided any further contact with any other cars, but that was a bit of drama there for the British drivers. Now we see battling further down the field, Tyler Davison. He's in 14th position. Behind him, Charlie Goodrick trying to put the pressure on those soft compound tyres as Jonathan Mills now gets up and past Ben Driscoll through McLaren and Surtees there. Behind them, you can see the battles raging on here. Lots of the drivers that contended for victory in race number 1 are just contending for points in this one. Ben Driscoll finished 5th in race 1, already down into 9th position here. Liam Jones, of course, was 2nd in race number 1. He's already dropped several positions, as has Aston Lewis there, who you could just see in 8th position already. As now Preston Brennan still stuck behind Liam Jones at the moment. 2 very similar cars, both 4-wheel drive. Both have same strengths and weaknesses, at least in theory here. The Tesla, being electric, will have slightly better acceleration than the Subaru, but it's hard to get the moves done on acceleration. You have to get them done either on top-end speed or on braking, and that Tesla has neither of those things, I think it's fair to say. It's a heavy car, which means it struggles on the brakes, and it's an electric car, which means it struggles on top-end speed, at least compared to the combustion cars in this field. Liam Jones doing a good job, though, to hold on to that position. Jonathan Mills behind, then you have Ian Henwood. Aston Lewis there in 8th position, race 1 winner is now up in 8th position, dropping back slowly through the field as that's Dimitri Sotarakis that goes all the way around the outside of him, and that's going to give Seb Mills the inside line for the final corner here. Through Clark Curve they go. It's Seb Mills up into 9th position now. Crucially, remember for this one, the top 10 on the grid is going to be reversed for race number 3, so the top 10 from this race will decide the grid for race number 3, but the driver that finishes in 10th in this one will start on pole for race number 3, so keep an eye on that battle there towards the rear end of the top 10 here. As Goodrick goes to the inside now on those soft tyres, he started dead last. That's the 7th position he's made up in this race. Next up for him, Morgan Hitchings in the DS is on the back of his teammate in Aston Lewis. There is now Preston Brennan still stuck behind Liam Jones. This is going to be allowing Jonathan Mills to reel into them and try and get a chance to join this scrap. Crucially there, the Honda front-wheel drive should have a little bit of a different sort of strong portions to this lap, which should give it the advantage and hopefully help him get past these cars, because we don't want to see a train form here behind Liam Jones. And sometimes, honestly, when you have 2 soft runners behind you, it's so much harder to defend than when you've just got the one, because you can't take up 2 lanes. Eventually they'll find a way around you here, and this could be the chance for either Preston or Mills to get this move done. It really is a toss of the coin. When that second soft tyre runner comes to the battle, it does mean that anything can happen here as they head towards turn number 1 once more. Jonathan Mills doesn't look like he's quite close enough to make anything happen on this lap. Looking to the outside there, the Honda slightly stronger than these cars in a straight line, but it's not by a huge margin. But he's going to to carry the speed around the outside there and get alongside and ahead of Preston Brennan as they head up into Druids once more. Mills looking to the outside now. Can he carry some momentum to try and get Liam Jones as well here? Not quite going to be able to do it just yet, but Jones is slow through the corner, and off the corner they come. It is Jonathan Mills who's going to get the inside line now into Graham Hillbend, and Mills up into 4th position now, ahead of Liam Jones, dropping back already in this one. Although I say already, we're nearly halfway through this race in this one. It has been non-stop racing, and it is continuing further down the field there. That's Turner battling away with Charlie Goodrick and Aston Lewis. Aston Lewis already outside the top 10, so considering the tyres he is on, which are mediums, it is unlikely he'll be making his way into the reversed top 10. Just going to try and cling on for points here now for him, as that's Turner looking to try and carry the speed around the outside. Seems to be the preferred move of the Honda. We saw it down at turn number 1 with Jonathan Mills, and then again at turn number 2, and Turner's going to do a similar move here and get the traction lovely out of the final corner, and across the start finish line he comes. Turner up in to 11th position now, as Preston Brennan still actually no, Preston Brennan has now got ahead of Liam Jones. He's finally got that move done. Jonathan Mills just ahead of him. And now Sotorakis is going to be the next up to have to face Liam Jones here in the battle for these crucial points-paying positions. The crucial top 10 positions as well here, of course, for the starting grid for race 3. Dimitri Sotorak is going to be looking for a move here. Doesn't look like he's quite got the chance just yet. And again, the Mercedes, a four-wheel drive car, similar strengths to that of the Subaru, so this could be another tricky overtake to pull off here as they head up through Surtees and into McLaren once more. This is a fascinating battle we have going on here as Seb Mills in that tiny little Peugeot is going to get his nose down the inside there, and that is the strength of those smaller cars, is they can fit into gaps that other cars just simply can't. And that's Seb Mills up a spot, up into 7th position now. Next up for him, he'll be looking at Liam Jones here, and another strength of that Peugeot is that it has strong top speed, so let's see that put to the test as they enter Paddock Hill Bend once more. He goes down the inside, and he's going to get the move done nice and easily there. And there you see that car just a little bit quicker in these sorts of fights. Seb Mills up into 6th position now. Dimitri Sotorakis has another car for company in behind him. That looks to be the DS of Morgan Hitchings, another smaller car in this field behind Morgan. Then it's Turner in 10th position at the moment, but they're battling here. Sotorakis is going to get the inside line and get the move done. He is up that position and ahead of Liam Jones now. He can push on again. Morgan Hitchings will be the next to try and make the pass on the runner-up so far this weekend in race number 1. Now as that's going to be Hitchings going for the move already down the inside and up into 8th position. Lovely bit of racing there from Morgan Hitchings. He gets the move done nice and quickly, and you can see some of these cars just overtake better than others, and some cases that will be a big advantage on a track like this when it is so tricky to overtake. It can be a huge advantage, but equally on some other tracks you'd maybe rather have a car that is a little bit tougher to overtake, because usually if they're harder to pass cars, it usually means they make up for it by having stronger overall pace. So it's always interesting to see how that plays out in these races. Charlie Goodrick currently the lowest of the soft runners in this race, in 13th position. The front-wheel drive Renault had a very strong showing last time at a Lago Maggiore, but it seems like it's struggling a little bit more here today, currently down in 13th position. As we look back towards the lead group on lap 13 of 15, we're getting oh so close to the finish. Unlike in race number 1, there's no lapped cars to be seen here, so it's going to be a straight fight, as Fingal's going to have to look in his mirrors as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend. And on lap 14 of 15, it's going to be Sandever through, and up into 2nd place there in the Genesis. Brilliant pass down into turn number 1 there, the Tesla, on its weak point of the lap, dropping back just a little bit, and falling into 3rd position for the American driver, who was the highest starting driver on soft tyres for this one, but he's been jumped now by 2 cars in this race by Jonathan Mills. He's having to feel the pressure from Preston Brennan, but up at the front of the field, Scott Sandever has reeled into the race leader, but he's running out of time as they head up through the final few corners for the final time now in race number 2 at Brands Hatch. We had a British winner in race number 1, and it looks like it's going to be the same in race number 2. The top 2, both British drivers as they come up and through Clark Curve for the final time here today. It's going to be Leo Bonnet that leads the way for Alfa Romeo Racing. They're going to bring us to the line. Leo Bonnet is going to be a new winner in Simulated TC. He wins race number 2 at Brands Hatch Indy. Sandever in 2nd position. Jordan Fingal in 3rd there for Tesla, with Mills and Brennan just slotting in behind them there to complete the top 5. That got a bit close at the end there, with Leo Bonnet feeling the pressure from Sandever on that final couple of laps there, but in the end Bonnet had the strength to hold on and takes his first ever victory here in Simulated TC. Alfa Romeo's second of the season so far, and it looked like a solid one at the end. It wasn't quite as comfortable as he would have wanted it to be, but he held on well. Behind him there, Scott Sandever in the Genesis. That will move him to the top of the point standings by just a point, ahead of Adrian Tishy in the championship. But Tishy still has his soft tyres yet to use in race number 3. In third place on the road, it was Jordan Fingal ahead of Jonathan Mills, Preston Brennan in 5th, Seb Mills in 6th position, with Dimitri Soterakis and Morgan Hitchings rounding out the top 8. Our front row for race number 3 is going to be Liam Jones on pole, with Jackson Turner in 2nd there. Turner in 9th position in this one, Liam Jones taking 10th position there, which means he'll start on the front row for every single race here at Brands Hatch. Behind them, just outside the top 10, Charlie Goodrick, a disappointing race for him, just ran out of time to reel in Liam Jones at the end of that one on those soft tyres. He just didn't quite have the speed of his rivals, misses out on the top 10 there. Behind him, Ian Henwood is in 12th position ahead of race 1 winner Aston Lewis in 13th, Ben Driscoll in 14th place, with the final point going to Tyler Davison in 15th position there. Elmarie Sarlo in 16th, just ahead of Dylan Varstenberg, Adrian Tishy and Adam Richardson. But don't rule out those 4 drivers at the back of the field. They may have had a disappointing event so far, but all 4 of them have soft tyres still to use in race number 3. So watch for their charge through the field in that one, because it should be fascinating. It'll be really interesting to see how that one plays out. It's been a track that's proven to be a hard one to overtake, and we saw there Charlie Goodrick actually finishing behind a driver on mediums. Admittedly, Charlie Goodrick, of course, starting last, but still, that means that the drivers at the back of the field for race 3, even with those soft tyres, are going to have their work cut out for them. Could Liam Jones finally break through and get his first win of the season, or will it be another second place? Who knows what to expect when we come back on Thursday. I do hope you all enjoyed this race, but that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.